I'm Sarah. This is a 30-minute practice. So let's get started. We're going to start on our ground, on our all fours, hands and knees. Take the hands underneath the shoulders and the knees underneath the hips. We're going to come into a cat-cow posture. So let's just lift the tailbone, lift the chest, look up, pushing into the palms of the hands, and then slowly rounding off the back, drawing the navel into the spine. We're going to do that 2 more times. Take a breath in and open up the chest, looking forward. Exhale and draw the navel back in, space between the shoulder blades. Keep pressing into the hands as you keep breathing and lifting the chin and chest. And on your exhale, draw the navel in and round the back. Then come back into your regular all fours position. We're going to come into downward dog now. Curl the toes under, lift the knees, lift them hips really high, and see if you can straighten out the arms as you continue to lift the waist up towards the hips and lift the hips to the sky. Slowly then beginning to draw the heels of the feet back down to the mat and holding the pose here for another 5 breaths, just getting a nice stretch through the backs of the legs, the hamstrings lengthening, calf muscles lengthening towards the heels. Draw the heels down towards the floor, center of the heel drawing down and back. You don't have to touch the floor. See if you can just aim at really opening up through the backs of the legs and getting that lift in the hips to really lengthen the spine, especially that lumbar spine that can often be a bit stiff. So then we're going to come back down now into child's pose. So drop the knees and keep the knees apart, even further apart than they would drop naturally. Then draw the toes together. Let go of the hands and come to sit. Sit down, right down into the heels. And with that weight down onto the heels, take your hands back, walk the hands forward now, keeping the weight back into the heels to get that stretch in the lower back. Fingertips are open, fingers are open, creating space. And keep the arms in line with the shoulders. Press down into the index finger and thumb. Get that length through the inner arm. And if the head can come to the floor, let it come to the floor. If it's just staying in the air, that's fine. Or if you want to place a brick underneath, you can. Then we'll slowly come back up, lift the knees, back into down dog, and slowly then walking the feet towards the hands. We'll just come up onto the fingertips, keep the feet wide. Toes slightly in, outer feet parallel here to the edges of your mat, and lengthen the spine. So at this point here, you might have your hands on bricks to try and work and straighten the legs. So 2 bricks. And lifting and lengthening. See that the legs are vertical, toes spread. Lift the chest to the chin and don't be in a rush to fold. If you're here and you're stiff, this is a good place to start to open up the body. If you have more flexibility, if you're doing this for the umpteenth time this week and you're feeling totally good in it, you can slowly begin to come down towards the floor now with the hands. Maybe take the fingertips to the floor, take the hands to the sides of the feet, and then release the head all the way down. You can stay here for a few breaths, just letting the head and the chest and the back just fold in. And you're drawing the navel. The abdominal region is soft here. Even though there's a slight drawing in, you're not holding any tension in the abdomen. Feel that you're letting it go. Then we're going to take the hands in front again. Then the hands can come onto the hips, push down into the feet, lift the chest to the chin and look forward. Push into the feet as you inhale. If you need to come up all the way with the knees bent, you can do that, or legs straight. Release the hands. And then you can just stay in Tadasana with the hands on the sides of the trunk, opening up the chest. And we're going to come into feet together Tadasana, so the feet are touching. Big toes pressing down, and really spread the toes wide. See if you can press down into the big toe and down into the baby toe, and then release the middle toes. Find the weight is over the arches of the feet and draw the legs up. Keep the shoulders soft. Now we're going to take the arms and lift them up into Urdhva Hastasana. Arms straight, fingers stretching up. Then take the hands wide, palms open to the ceiling. You're going to lift them up now from shoulder height all the way up, then back to shoulder height again. Do that one more time. Inhale. Now draw the palms down and exhale all the way down. From Tadasana, take a breath. We're going to come into the tree pose for a balance. So take the left foot and turn it to the side, opening up the hip. External rotation here in that upper leg, knee drawing back. So we're going to lift the leg up onto the thigh, lift the sole of the foot as high as it will go, and keep drawing in on the outer right leg. Reach the arms out. So I'm mirroring you. Keep the arms out like they were, now open up the palms of the hands. Feel how the chest opens here. Stretch into the fingers, push down into the foot, and when you're ready, lift the arms, stretching into the fingers. See if you can hold yourself up tall. If you need to go to a wall for your balance, of course you can. If you would like to have the back body against the wall, you can. Here I'm balancing independently, focusing on rooting down into the big toe mound, lengthening on the side waist, keeping the head back, keeping the gaze steady, and then slowly releasing the arms down to the sides and releasing the foot. Let's go to the other side. Slowly taking the foot up, keeping that external rotation in the outer right thigh. And we're trying to keep the pelvis aligned here. Lift from the pelvis all the way up to the chest, stretch out into the arms, and lift the arms up, and holding it for as long as you can here without falling over. Using your breath, using your rooted foot down, pressing down, and a soft gaze. Slowly releasing down and taking the feet back. And rest in Tadasana. We're going to come into a long standing pose now. So you can stretch the legs wide, stretch the arms wide. Trikonasana, feet, toes pointing forward, outer feet parallel to the outer edges of your mat. Turn the foot on the right side so the toes are pointing out. Reach towards the right side and then take the hand down. The chest is open and then looking up. We're going to stay here for a few moments, just working at pressing down into the feet. Big toe man pressing down on the right foot, baby toe side of the foot pressing down on the left foot. Make sure you're gripping the kneecap and the thigh up on that right foot, on that right leg. Keep the chest open, keep the head coming back, and then we'll inhale and slowly come back up. Turn the leg and let's go to the other side. Left foot turns all the way out. Right foot can face forward or just slightly in, keeping the hips facing forward. Then on an inhale, lengthen up through the spine, and on an exhale, stretch over to the left and take the hand down and place it onto your leg. Turn the waist, turn the chest, take the head back and reach into the arm. So the more practiced you get, the further down your hand will start to move. You don't have to go to the floor ever, but eventually it might arrive there. But try not to let the front body sink forward. Keep the alignment so that the trunk is above the legs. And you can always check that by looking down at the big toe on the left side. And if your head is above your big toe, the gaze is just above, then you know you're pretty much in the correct position. We'll slowly come back up on an inhale, and on an exhale, turn the foot and step or jump the feet back into your mountain pose, taking a few moments to breathe here. And let's see if we can get through another couple of standing poses here this morning. Okay, so let's take the arms in and step or jump the feet wide. And like the last time, the right leg is going to turn all the way out. We just turned the left foot a slight angle in. then turn the right foot all the way out and let the knee and the thigh turn as well. Coming into warrior pose, so we bend the right knee, drop the leg, drop the thigh bone down, down, down. Keep stretching into the fingers and then gaze over the fingertips in the right hand. Back leg really strong, steady breath, back arm straight. And then let the right arm rest onto the thigh and lift the left arm and back up. We're coming into this newer pose now called Parsavakanasana, using the thigh to rest the elbow, so we don't need the bricks or the supports just in this version of the pose. Then we're going to slowly come back up, straighten the leg, straighten the arms, turn the foot, and if you need to rest the arms, you do. Otherwise, let's keep them out. Turn the right foot slightly in, turn the left foot all the way out. Keep the hips facing forward and bend the left knee. See if you can drop that thigh bone down to get the right angle in that left knee. The back of the left knee. So stretch back into the baby toe side of the right foot and keep the knee moving towards the right on the left side. So we're looking over the fingertips now, keeping the chest facing forwards. Warrior two, strong standing pose here. Great for the legs, great for the breath. Nice full even breath as it's lifted up, it's open. Now take the elbow down onto the thigh for Parsavakanasana. This is side angle stretch. So we're just turning the head and turning the chest to look up to the hand. The back leg remains straight and we're sinking down into that left hip to keep that thigh low. Draw the knee, the bent knee, back to the wall behind you. And then we slowly push back up and turn the foot and step together. Okay. Last of the wide standing poses. We're going to take the legs wide, and if you want, you can take a couple of bricks and place them in front. Toes slightly in. We're going to be coming into a forward bend here. Hands on the hips, lengthen the chest. And then take the hands onto your support as you keep the sit bones lifting. The length is in the front of the body as well as the back body. So we're not letting the abdominal region shorten. See if you can push the tops of the thighs back to help that. You're gripping those thigh muscles onto the bone. And as you do that, the backs of the legs begin to stretch a little bit more. So this front of the thighs strengthening, gripping, and the backs of the thighs, those hamstrings are slowly lengthening. If you're able to take away the bricks and move further into the pose, do, but without compromising on the front of the body. If you're able to get that lovely length, that's really good. Maybe coming down towards the floor, hands walk back, and eventually the crown of the head comes to the floor. Keep the weight over the arches of the feet, elbows in, and then slowly we'll come back out of the pose, walk the hands forward, up onto the fingertips. You can scoop the feet in, and then hands onto the hips, inhale out and come up. Back to standing. Okay, that's our practice for the morning done. Thank you for joining me, and we'll see you again next time.